The history of Prospect Meadows really started with an idea, why not us? Many communities in Iowa as well as the Midwest had facilities and top-notch venues compared to what we had. Whether someone is a recreational player or baseball and softball really becomes their thing, we want to be an entry point for young people to have fun, experience the great games of baseball and softball. And we today feel like we have a wonderful balance of recreational program. For us, we really enjoy hosting, and again, makes us a facility where all kids play.
Well, the reason I got behind Prospect Meadows in the beginning, our family did, is I saw the need as my son grew up where we could play in this area, in this eastern Iowa area. There really wasn't much. So we saw a lot of Des Moines and we saw a lot of Kansas City and Omaha. So we'd go travel there because of the complex, because of the ability to go to a really nice park. That's where I saw the most impact that Prospect Meadows has on the baseball and the youth in this community, to bring in those kinds of athletes and playing softball and baseball in a really, really beautiful place.
Today, Prospect Meadows really serves 3 different communities, and it goes along with our theme of where all kids play. Number 1, that would be local play, practices, and league type games. In regards to the real high level player, most of those folks get there through our arrangement with Perfect Game, and Perfect Game is regarded as the number 1 scouting service in the United States for amateur baseball. Any top player in the Midwest end up being at Prospect Meadows. And then thirdly, on our Miracle Field, it would provide a venue for differently abled folks to be out and playing baseball and softball.
Baseball was my first passion growing up in Cedar Rapids. Still have friends today that I played with when I was younger. Be able to have a place like Prospect Meadows that you can go and play as a youth and as a kid, I mean, that's a huge positive. The ability for it to offer to multiple age levels, not only the older kids where it has the bigger field, but like you said, it has the turf field, it has the field to where, you know, a kid that's in a wheelchair that loves to play baseball and just wants to get out there. I mean, you can't just go out in an open field and be able to do that. I think that's a huge advantage to be able to have a type of facility like that that can have that many teams. Now you go out there and you see there's hotels and places to eat, and it's really built up in the community out in that area. And they've kind of turned it into that, you know, baseball mecca out there.
It's been a very unique endeavor, a wonderful partnership between public and private sectors for the benefit of young people and the benefit of our community as a whole. Every year, $15 million of direct spending happens in eastern Iowa, along with 30,000 hotel rooms. Those are 2 huge numbers that not very many organizations, especially in a nonprofit way, can bring to our local community.
You know, I think a question in probably a lot of people's minds is, why should I support baseball and softball? I think there's nothing more impactful than having an impact on youth. That to me is where Prospect Meadows fits, and it just happens to be baseball and softball. The life lessons that kids learn in extracurricular activities, that's where Prospect Meadows comes in. These kids go there, they compete at a high level, they learn how to win. They more importantly learn how to lose. They understand sportsmanship. They understand being on time. That to me is the impact.
The magic of baseball and softball, I think it really just has an important part in a lot of our lives that would be hard to replace.
Kind of just brings the family together to go out and, you know, watch some baseball like they did when I was a kid and when my brother was a kid. To have my kids be able to play, you know, at a facility like that, I think it just kind of comes full circle and it gets everybody excited to come out there and watch.
As we enter year 7, sustainability is number 1 on our list, and number 2 is to go ahead and finish phase 1 in a complete manner, which really to us means permanent restrooms and a complete long-term surface on our parking lot. In asking for your continued support, we really look at the timing here to bring this project home and sustain really what we've built for young people of the future and for this community in eastern Iowa.